Boxing News 24/7 Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Boxing News Deontay Wilder is out of character, says Andre Ward. Says he doesn't like the way former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder chose to tune out the comments from Tyson Fury during their recent kickoff press conference for their July 24 rematch in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ward says it's out of character for Wilder, January 1st, 41 Coase, not to be his normal self during press conferences. He's not sure if that will work for Wilder, but he doesn't like it. For Wilder, he's got to try something to keep from being thrown off his game before he gets inside the ring with Fury in this crucial trilogy match. It won't help Wilder if he's in a rage when he gets inside the ring with Fury. If Wilder loses this fight, it could be game over for him. He won't get another crack at a world title unless Anthony Joshua chooses to throw him a bone by fighting him for the sake of career pick-me-up. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. Boxing News. No, not really, said Andre Ward to Fight Hype when asked if he saw anything from the recent face-off between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury during their kickoff press conference. I didn't like the headphones from Wilder, but that's the strategy he's taking and we're going to find out if it works or not, said Ward. It's obviously hard for Ward to relate to what Wilder is doing because he never lost to anyone before during his career. If one of Ward's past opponents had knocked him out and then trash-talked him for a solid year, as Fury has done with Wilder, maybe he would want to tune his comments out with headphones as well. Fury has basically been doing what he's been doing, talking his talk, and he tends to back it up, said Ward. Wilder is out of character in a sense that he's not his normal self, but we got to see if this new tactic of tuning the world out and tuning Fury out will works. We're going to find out in a month from now. I don't think he has a better chance. I think he has the chance that he's always had. He's dangerous, but I think he's always going to be dangerous, said Ward about Deontay.
The headphones are a symbol of not wanting to face reality. That's why most people don't like the look of Deontay Wilder sitting at a press conference with some headphones on. Because one of the first things you have to do to rectify your problem in whatever previous fights that you have had is to recognize what you did wrong. And since Deontay Wilder has piled up so many excuses, it's hard to tell, has him or his team diagnosed the exact problem which went wrong in the last, not just the last fight, but the last two fights. So most people are weary and doubtful of Deontay Wilder's mental state. And at this point, it's a mental game with Deontay Wilder. It's less physical. All the things that Malik Scott is teaching him, Tyson Fury was right. Once he gets under pressure, he will revert back. All boxers will do that. You haven't had enough time to apply the style and the new application that's been provided for you. So everybody in panic mode will go to what they normally go to or what they've been using this entire time. The style that Malik Scott want to put on Deontay Wilder is one of a man who bounces on his toes and is light on his feet. Deontay Wilder is very flat-footed. He might do it for the first several rounds, but Deontay Wilder is not conditioned to fight that way. So he will tire out quick. Deontay Wilder naturally gets tired once you get into the sixth round. To ask him to float around and to be like Tyson Fury and to be just elusive takes a different kind of power. And given that this is a man who don't like to run, I see him skipping rope from here and there, you know what I'm saying, currently now. But being a man that doesn't like to run, this is why running is so important in boxing. The condition that Deontay Wilder needs to maintain that style that Malik Scott wants him to do is a little bit difficult. On top of that, Tyson Fury also mentioned the training style of Deontay Wilder and rolling all those punches and body shots and stuff like that. What most people don't understand is heavyweights train different from every other boxer. You don't train them the same as you do middleweights or anybody else. So a lot of what he's saying that Deontay Wilder was doing is kind of unnecessary in the heavyweight division. You're not going to be too often rolling punches and stuff like that like you're a middleweight or something like that. It's a different tactic when you're training a heavyweight. You don't train heavyweights the same as you do everybody else. But time will tell in the end, because this is the heavyweight division. With all that being said, and even the lack of confidence, Deontay Wilder does have that equalizer. But the point is, can he mentally hold up once things in the fight start not going his way? Will he panic and have rushes of images from the last fight and basically drain his energy because his morale is basically down? This was a mental hill that Deontay Wilder needed to get over. And one of the main signs that he's not prepared for it was those headphones. But then again, like I said, it's the heavyweight division and anything can happen. But I will be tuning in to see how this trilogy fight goes, because it's definitely has sparked my interest. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.